Hey guys, Kareem here helping you make money online. In today's video, our guest presenter Joyce is going to share some tips and techniques on how you can become a virtual assistant so you can start making money online by working from home. So let's welcome Joyce.
In this video, I am going to break down the process for you into 3 easy steps. The first part is where I tell you what the common work from home jobs are. These jobs can be categorized into 2 main areas: voice and non-voice. In the second part, I am going to talk about how you can acquire the skills needed for these jobs. And in the last part, I am going to talk about the best sources where you can find the work, so make sure you watch the entire video till the end. Hey, kamusta and welcome. My name is Joyce and I have been working from home as a virtual assistant for the last 4 years. I am really glad to have you here in this video because I am going to show you step by step how you can become a virtual assistant. So let's jump right into it. The first step is to know which virtual assistant jobs interest you the most. But before I get into the different types of jobs, it is important to clarify some terminologies that will help you in your virtual assistant business. A significant distinction to make here is that as a freelancer, you are providing services for your clients and are not completing a work assignment for an employer. So the terminology you want to use is the word services rather than work, because work is something an employee does at the job. Understanding this mental shift and using it correctly in your business model will enable you to take better control of your virtual assistant business and help you establish policies that your clients will respect and appreciate. So, what type of virtual assistant services should you offer? The common virtual assistant services that you can provide from home can be classified into 2 distinct categories: voice and non-voice. I will now discuss these 2 areas in more detail and provide examples of services in each of these categories. Before I go any further, I just wanted to clarify that the type of work I will be focusing on this video is that of a freelancer and not something one does as an employee of a company. A freelancer is sometimes also referred to as an independent contractor. As an independent contractor, you are self-employed and run your own business. This is different from a traditional job where you can also work from home, but the difference is that you would be hired as an employee and not as an independent contractor. If you have good English speaking skills and can get along well with all different types of people, then you may want to consider providing voice-related services. There's a huge demand for voice services, especially from the US clients. The voice-related services can be further broken down into 2 main areas. One is lead generation and appointment setting, and the other is customer service. Let's talk about each one of these. Also known as telesales, lead generation and appointment setting is where you use the phone to convert prospects into customers. Common industries that require these types of services are real estate, insurance, and the medical sector. Customer service. This usually involves making inbound and outbound calls, providing help desk support, verifying client information, and making marketing calls. The reason why this service is expected to continue to grow is because most Americans prefer phone customer service over any other type of communications medium. Another area where recently there has been a big need for phone support is in the e-commerce industry like Amazon FBA. The e-commerce industry is expected to grow significantly over the next few years. If you are interested in providing marketing services for the sellers on Amazon, be sure to check out this video. So, if you are good on the phone, consider applying for these 2 types of voice-related services we just mentioned. Good phone skills in general are definitely worth having because clients place high value on these skills, regardless of the type of industry that you will be working in. Next, we will consider the non-voice related services. If speaking on the phone is not your thing, not to worry. There's a huge demand for non-voice services that are based entirely on technical and creative talent. And there is more good news for you. Technology is constantly developing extremely user-friendly software and apps that enable you to create great-looking creatives without having any extensive experience. Many of these apps are free or very reasonably priced and produce great-looking results with minimal expertise. We will touch on this next in more detail. Here are the 4 indispensable non-voice skills you should consider learning regardless of the type of virtual assistant services you plan to provide. Graphic and design. With these easy-to-use drag-and-drop apps that are now available like Canva, you are able to create beautiful logo designs, business card designs, and YouTube channel art. Social media marketing. Business owners do not have the time or desire to learn all the new aspects of the ever-changing digital marketing space, especially the social media platforms. That is where you can come and solve their problems and make some money in the process. You are already probably somewhat familiar with these social media platforms just from your everyday personal use. Some skills that clients will be willing to pay for are social media profile setups and social media management. Social media profile setup would be like creating Facebook and LinkedIn business pages. Social media management includes tasks such as managing and scheduling postings. Video editing. There are several free video editing apps that allow you to easily make your footage look like you are a pro. Filmora and DaVinci Resolve are just some of them. Website building. The website building apps have come a long way. Just a few years ago, it would cost thousands of dollars in programming knowledge to create a website. Now, with extremely user-friendly platforms like Wix, not only can you create stunning-looking websites, but you can now incorporate e-commerce, bookings, and email marketing. These platforms have made it very simple to create websites by providing thousands of pre-made template designs that you can choose from. You can create a professional-looking website in less than 10 minutes using one of these templates. But the best part is, some of these platforms offer free unlimited phone support with their paid versions. The different areas of specializations we just mentioned require minimal skills but have a significant demand and perception of high value in the business world. The secondary benefit of learning these skills is that you can use them to benefit your own personal branding and marketing campaigns. These are valuable skills to possess, so make sure to include them in your business bio so that it will give your potential clients one more reason to hire you. Before we go to the next section, I just want to mention there are 2 other popular services that you can provide from home. These are working as a transcriptionist and teaching English as a second language. If you are interested in teaching English online, please watch these 2 videos, where we go into detail on how to become an online English teacher. So, we just went over some of the popular work-from-home services you can provide. Next, I will cover where to find the training for these different types of skills. How do you acquire the skills and become good at something so that your clients see the value and pay you for it? Ideally, you want to choose those skills that don't take years to learn and also those that you can learn from the comfort of your home. We will now talk about how to use the search engines and the online course platforms to access free information. Fortunately, we are living in a time like never before. With the help of the internet, we have so much free information available right at our fingertips. Your go-to resource for finding any kind of information should always start with Google and YouTube. Google and YouTube are your friends. It is highly recommended you become knowledgeable about all the Google search features that are available to you. Google actually teaches a fantastic free course on how to learn all the ins and outs of online searching. It is called The Power of Searching with Google. You should also definitely check out the other free resources that are offered by Google, like Skillshop and their Digital Garage course, which teach and provide certifications for over 125 courses. Now, let's talk about YouTube. YouTube is famous for their how-to videos. When searching on YouTube, start by typing in what you are looking for in the search bar. After that, we can narrow down the results further to see which videos have the most views. Then allow the magnificent YouTube algorithm to suggest more results. What do we mean by this? Once you start viewing videos on any subject, the YouTube algorithm starts to recognize and learn what you are looking for. It will begin to suggest similar videos to the ones that you are watching, and the more you watch, the more videos it will suggest to you. Another good way to access free information for just about any skill is from online courses. For example, Udemy.com has 130,000 courses available on their platform. Sure, a lot of them are paid courses, but there are also many that are free. Often, Udemy will also offer a significant discount of over 90% of their courses. This discount is usually applied on your first purchase, but is also often offered during their promotions. To find free courses, you will go to the Udemy site, then enter the topic you're interested in. Scroll down to the filter and check off the box that says free, and all of the free courses will be listed there. Ideally, you want to start by selecting the courses with the highest rating. Anything over 4-star is really good. Click on the course, then click on Enroll Now to start accessing the course. That's it, you're in. You can now begin enjoying the course. Similarly, Skillshare.com has free courses on their site too. You search for free courses here the same way that you will do on Udemy.com. Type in the search bar for the courses you are looking for and choose for the free option in the filter results menu. There are also a few other sites where you can get free training. I will put links to these sites in the resources section in the description box below this video. It is important that you practice what you learn in these courses. By practicing, not only will you master the skills, but it will also be a great way to build a portfolio that you can later show to your prospective clients when you are marketing your services. In this section, we have covered a lot of free resources that you can now use to learn new skills or upgrade your existing ones. Now, you know what the popular service categories are and also where to acquire the skills. So once you have the skills, how do you go about finding the client? I will talk about this in the next section. Hope you are finding this information helpful. If you are liking the content so far, please be sure to subscribe, like, and click on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our future videos. Where you can find the clients. The 3 most common ways to find clients are: first, freelancer platforms; second, virtual assistant agencies; and third, contacting clients directly. Let's talk about each of these methods. Freelancer platforms. The way it works on freelancer sites is, first you create a profile of the service that you're going to offer, and then potential clients will look at the different listings that are being offered, and will choose the one that they are interested in the most. There are many freelancer and virtual assistant sites out there. We have created a list of 10 most popular sites for you. A free downloadable list is available in the resources section below this video. Virtual assistant agencies. The second most common way to find work is through virtual assistant agencies. When it comes to virtual assistant agencies, you should be aware that there may be certain requirements that you would first have to meet. Find out more about these requirements. It is best to contact the individual agencies directly. The important thing to note is that in order to be successful on these freelancer or virtual assistant sites, you will need to create an engaging profile that will grab the attention of prospective clients. Direct clients. The third free way you can find clients is to go to Facebook groups and either respond to job posts from potential clients or build relationships by networking with them. A good way to network with clients is to start by first providing value to them. This can be done by answering their questions or providing helpful information so that it will solve a problem for them. Facebook has groups in the following categories that you can join to network: work from home jobs, online jobs, virtual assistants, and some that are focused on specific niches. So those were the 3 most common ways to look for clients. Some other effective methods to find clients are creating a video resume and posting it on YouTube, creating a profile and marketing yourself on LinkedIn, contacting clients directly on Craigslist or other online classified ad sites. Before you start using any of these freelancer sites, you should be aware of a few things. Some words of caution when you are searching for potential clients are: make sure no money is involved. Legit clients will never ask you for money. Don't give out any sensitive information. Any information other than your full name, email address, and phone number should not be required when discussing a proposal to render services. Lastly, watch out for phishing sites that pretend to be reputable companies but are actually in the practice of sending fraudulent emails in order to induce people to reveal personal information such as passwords and credit card numbers. I have included a bonus section for you. In the bonus section, I am going to answer 6 of the most common questions virtual assistants have when they are first starting out. First, what equipment and tools do I need? You will need a reliable computer. It can be a desktop or a laptop which is connected to high-speed internet. You will also need a good quality noise-canceling headset, especially if you are going to be offering voice-related services. Second, who can become a virtual assistant? You do not need a specific educational background, college degree, or diploma to become a virtual assistant. In fact, there are types of niches that you can do even if you're lacking good English speaking skills. The most important thing is to learn the core skills like how to research online and how to use Google Suite. Once you have mastered these core skills and then you combine it with the basic knowledge in your chosen area of expertise, the client will then be able to customize the task according to their requirements and needs. After that, you will begin to acquire new knowledge from your work experience as well as from self-study and research. As far as your geographical location, virtual assistants can work from just about any country. Third, how to ensure that you get paid by the client. This is important. There should at least be a contract between you and the client. In some cases, a client will provide a retainer. A retainer is when a client will make a payment upfront before you begin providing any service. When first starting to work with any client, it is a good idea to suggest that payment be made every 3 days. After the trust is built, you can then negotiate for the payment period to be a weekly basis. This way, your fees are more secured. As far as the payment methods, clients will usually use online banking platforms such as PayPal, Payoneer, or TransferWise. Next, what if I don't have any experience? Here are 2 ways to gain experience when starting out. One way is to offer to work for free for a short period of time in order to build your portfolio. The second way is to volunteer for nonprofit organizations in your community. Getting experience, testimonials, and reviews should be a priority if you want to be successful as a virtual assistant. What should I know before taking on a client? There are 3 important things you must know before accepting any client. First, how the payment for the fee is going to work. You want to confirm the frequency, the method, and the amount of the payment. Second, whether the pay is going to be based on the number of hours worked or if it is going to be a flat rate per project. And finally, how the communication process will work between you and your client. Specifically, you want to confirm how often you will be communicating and what the communication methods are gonna be. Before you start any work, you should feel comfortable and confident that you have the satisfactory answers to all these 3 questions. Finally, is there mentoring available for someone looking to become a virtual assistant? Yes. To find out more about the mentoring options, please contact us using the link provided below this video. This brings us to the end of the frequently asked questions and also to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of new things. There's a lot of information that we covered in this video. If you are unsure of anything that was covered in this video, please leave your questions in the comments below. If you know someone that can benefit from this video, please go ahead and share it with them. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of our future videos. Maaari nyo ring ipaalam sa amin kung meron kayo o mga kakilala nyo na nais magbahagi ng kalaman nila tungkol sa pagiging isang virtual assistant. I was happy to share my experience and expertise in this video. If you would like to be featured as a guest presenter in one of our videos, please send us a message using the email provided in the description. Thank you for watching, and now it's your time to take action and become a rockstar virtual assistant.